Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys how to do is how to add and delete anchor points. In this case, we're just going to be keeping it simple back with our corner points. But if there are two different ways of deleting anchor points. Now, if I create a simple rectangle like so, all right, and I want to, kind of remove this segment in order to kind of revert it back to a triangle, I can mouse over. Now I'm working with a closed path, by the way, so make sure your path is closed. If I mouse over that anchor point with the pen tool, always pay attention to the mouse cursor. It will try to tell you what's going to happen. You'll notice that there's a little minus sign by the pen tool. And when I click that, what it will do is it will subtract that anchor point. But in this instance, it will maintain that path. If, on the other hand, you don't want that, you want to open your shape up, what you can do is you can grab your A tool, select that anchor point, and then press the delete key. So these are the two different ways that you can delete anchor points. You can also, if you want to add an anchor point, and this is, say, in your refinement stage, you'll need to make sure that that path is selected. So I'm going to grab my A tool. You could also use the V tool in this case. I'm going to grab my A tool and make sure that that path is selected. Then I'm going to press the P key to bring up my pen tool. And you'll notice that as I mouse over that path, you get a little plus icon. So if I click there, I will get an anchor point like that. And then I can move that anchor point. Again, I'm just pressing the A key to bring up that anchor point. Now, the nice thing about adding anchor points is that it will always do so intuitively. So if I, for example, going back to my ellipse and a smooth point, if I delete that anchor point right there by using the pen tool, the method I just showed you, and then I add it back in, notice that it automatically adds the correct type of anchor point. One of the reasons why we're spending so much time on the different types of anchor points, that being the corner, smooth, cusp, right? Those three types of anchor points. It's one of the things that you're going to want to get fairly correct in your rough draft state, because editing, as we'll see, and I'm going to show you guys how to convert anchor points into different types, it gets really clunky when you have to do that. So if you can get that thing correct, even though your shape may be pretty wonky, if you can get the correct type of anchor point, really just identifying what kind of anchor point is needed, if you can get that correct, then it's going to make your editing process a lot easier.